My fiance yelled at me that I was jealous of his sister because I could never be as good as her and slapped me in the face, so my dad punched his guts and knocked him out. I thought I knew Roy. We met sophomore year of college, hit it off in the campus library over a statistics textbook. He was everything I wanted. Handsome, smart, supportive. He'd brag about my achievements to anyone who'd listen. When I got accepted into grad school, he cried happy tears. We got engaged 8 months ago. My dad hired a wedding planner and told me to make it everything I dreamed of. Budget wasn't an issue. He wanted his only daughter to have the perfect day. That's when Kim moved back to town. Roy's older sister had been living 3 states away for work. I'd only met her twice before. Brief holiday visits where she seemed nice enough. She and Roy were super close. Understandable since their dad died when they were kids. But the second she moved back, everything changed. Wedding planning started and Kim inserted herself into every single decision. The florist appointment? She showed up unannounced. Cake tasting? Already there when we arrived. Venue walkthrough? Sitting in Roy's passenger seat. I tried to be welcoming. Really I did. But she didn't just observe, she criticized everything. The pastel color palette I chose. Too washed out. Pick jewel tones. The string quartet I wanted. Boring. Get a DJ. The orchids I loved. Too pretentious. Go with roses. Every time Roy would side with her. He'd say things like, it doesn't really matter, babe. Or, she's just trying to help. Or, let's not fight over flowers. The coconut pudding was my breaking point. It was my grandmother's recipe. The one she made for every birthday when I was growing up. She passed away 2 years ago and I wanted her memory at my wedding. The caterer loved the recipe and agreed to make it. Kim took one look at the menu and said she was allergic to coconut. Roy immediately told me we had to remove it. That I was being selfish by not thinking about his family's dietary restrictions. That the wedding wasn't just about me. I suggested having it at just the bride's table. He said that would make Kim feel excluded. I felt like I was going insane. Then came the dress shopping day. My mom, my best friend, and I went to this beautiful boutique. I tried on maybe 15 dresses before I found the one. This stunning emerald green gown with delicate beading on the bodice. When I looked in the mirror, I felt like a bride. My mom actually cried. Kim walked in 20 minutes later. Roy had texted her our location. She took one look at me and said, green really isn't your color, you should try something else. I waited for Roy to defend me. He didn't. He actually agreed with her. Said maybe I should try the rose gold one the consultant suggested earlier. I felt my face burning, but I didn't want to cause a scene, so I tried other dresses. The rose gold was pretty, I'll admit. I liked it, so we bought it. Then we started shopping for the family's outfits. When it was Kim's turn, she pulled out the same emerald green dress I'd originally chosen, the exact same one, held it up to herself and said, this is gorgeous, I'm definitely getting this one. My mom's jaw dropped. My best friend looked ready to throw hands, but I just walked out. I couldn't be in that store another second. Roy followed me to the parking lot. That's when everything exploded. I told him I was done with Kim steamrolling our wedding, that this was supposed to be our day, not his sister's, that I needed him to support me for once. His face changed. He got this cold look I'd never seen before. Started yelling that I was jealous of Kim, that I was bitter and immature, that I'd never be as talented or kind or beautiful as his sister, that she was just trying to help, and I was too insecure to accept it. The words hit like physical blows. This was the man who used to tell me I was amazing. Now he was tearing me apart and comparing me to his sister. Then I said the one thing I shouldn't have. I told him maybe he should just marry Kim instead since she's so perfect. That's when his hand came up. The slap knocked my head to the side. My cheek exploded in pain. For a second, everything went silent. I couldn't believe what just happened. What neither of us realized was that my dad had followed us out. He'd been walking back from moving the car closer. 6'2", former Marine, 20 years as a construction foreman. He saw everything. Dad didn't yell, didn't announce himself, just crossed the parking lot in 4 strides and put his entire body weight behind one punch straight to Roy's solar plexus. Roy dropped like a sack of bricks, gasping for air on the asphalt. My dad looked down at him and said, you ever touch my daughter again, they won't find your body. Then he put his arm around me and walked me to the car. Roy's mom called me from the ER that night. He had bruised ribs, but nothing broken. She apologized for everything, said she had no idea Kim had been acting that way, that she'd have stopped it if she'd known. She told me Roy and Kim's relationship had always been unhealthy, but she never knew how to address it. Kim never apologized, never even reached out. I gave the ring back the next morning. Roy tried to apologize, but I was done. Some things you can't come back from. The green dress, I kept it. Wore it to my real wedding 2 years later, to a man who thinks I'm more than enough exactly as I am.